The victors valiant, the conquering heroes, and they call home the Big House. Bathed in maize and blue, welcome to Ann Arbor, home of the Michigan Wolverines. A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Wolverines will put total leather and will get started. He'll bring it out. It's Selden. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Quick pass on the jet motion. That'll be a beneficial run as he creates some breathing room and gets it up to the 13-yard line. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. He's got it down the left. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
And the defense decides to bring the blitz, and no problem for the offense. No panic whatsoever. They understood it. They saw what was coming, still were able to function and not even worry about it or get sped up by the blitz.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On the ground, it's Sampson. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. One of the offshoots of expansion, particularly in the Big Ten, was how viable could the ACC remain, and it just sort of ramps up the stakes when they meet on the field.
Yeah, I think all of this conference realignment, all the money talk, the loss of rivalries, but it's the haves and the have-nots. And let's be honest, the SEC and the Big Ten are the big two gorillas, right? Anytime you can make a statement and dent these two big powerhouse conferences, they'll do it.
I think the ACC, too, is going to play with a chip on its shoulder. Back in conference realignment, it was the best 4 programs from the Pac-12 that all chose the Big Ten and not the ACC, so this one will be interesting.
The Vols are marching down the field. He wants to throw. They've got the screen set up. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down.
Guys in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
Watching this Tennessee running back, man, he just runs with so much purpose, and it reminds me of guys that I used to play against, Jamal Lewis and Travis Henry, 2 great ball running backs that used to really test the physicality of our Gator defenses in some of those great games we had back in the late 90s. This dude right here, man, he just wears you down every single carry.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteers. He take advantage of tendencies when you set that opening script, and man, their film study showed up there.
I think the offensive coordinator, it's almost as if he knew what the defense was going to be playing. He knew the personnel. He knew the different looks and coverages and fronts that they were going to see. And that offense, they just chopped up yardage moving down the field to score in that opening series.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. At the 40, there he goes. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And that's excellent blocking there on the left side of the line. They were able to get great push, get off the line, create a little bit of crease for that running back.
They just created a wall. He had all kinds of room to run.
I might go back to that one and call that one again. It worked so well.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays.
And boy, was that pressure in his face immediately. Down he goes.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
On the move to his left. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
I know he didn't pick up the first down, but man, he makes this 4th down way more manageable. It's tough when you got 4th in Africa. Did a great job of making this manageable and keeping the playbook open.
And the Wolverines will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Buying some time. Makes the catch. He's got enough. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now a fresh set of downs.
He breaks a tackle. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score a touchdown.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
They're not into 3s. They want 6s. And to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on 4th down. They'll try it on the ground. The Wolverines get enough to move the chains.
Gotta love the physicality on 4th down and short. You know what's coming. They hand the football off to the running back. No secret, but he plays physical, gets behind his pads, and gets the 1st down.
On 1st and goal, they have a chance to answer with a score of their own. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed to play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it was a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Thornton. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Trying to get the edge on the toss. He opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied at 7.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Leaves it with the back. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
And the Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. Fast motion from the offense. They'll throw it on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Thornton. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. On second down, he's looking downfield. Finds his man. It's McCoy. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offensive success.
Looking to scramble. He'll let one go down the right side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on down.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. We're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on fourth down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
He's going to pass. He wants to go deep. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. The defender was right there.
Nice job in coverage there. Offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it incomplete.
They'll line up for a second down play. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Third down, and they'll need to get the ball to the 38-yard line. Quarterback will audible. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Caught near the sticks. It's Loveland. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. I was starting to think about what they would do if they didn't pick up the first down here, but I guess that's a moot point now.
Moot point for sure, and the head coach was probably telling them 4-down territory, we're going to kick a field goal, whatever the next decision was going to be, and now the OC's like, don't worry about it. New set of downs, nice execution by this offense.
Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air, and offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't picked.
After the incompletion, looking at 2nd down. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Running to the left. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
This offense has been money on 4th down here in the first half. They'll try to make it 3 for 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass turns the ball over on downs.
Man, that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Oh, he's looking to throw. And the ball will be grabbed at the 30-yard line. Touchdown, Tennessee! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Number 3.
Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Iowa State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there in Ames behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Virginia Tech. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on 1st down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking for a gap. It's Edwards. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
The give to the back. Really tough run there. He got 4. That'll leave him a yard short on 4th downs.
Now, a 4th down.
And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump?
Flex. 29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. They'll try to pick up the first. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
And I like this. I like aggressiveness, especially early in ball games. Set the tone. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to play 4-down football. Nowadays, it makes a lot of sense. You see it with analytics. Go for it, even if it's in your own territory.
And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
They'll run play action. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. Still running at the 40. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. As the defense comes out, they've got them pinned back, and listen to the roar of this crowd. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you're going to love being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
Wants to throw on 1st down. He's taking the shot. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
Listen, I know DBs don't catch the ball real well, but to be a defensive back, it's one of the hardest positions in football. You got to stay with these big, fast, wide receivers and then try to go track the football and make a play. Great job making a play for his team there.
He'll pull it down. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making...
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
The incompletion brings up a 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Ncaa. He's not afraid to go deep. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown ball!
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough to get run by. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half.
Michigan 7.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Skips away from pressure. At the 45 on his way. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Volunteers will kick it off to start the second half. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He's not even going to make it to the 20, much less the 25. They'll mark it out of bounds at the 18. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive, just like they do at the start of the game. They've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
Grab near the marker. It's Loveland. Tackled, but he has a first down. This guy fits the bill. Big, sturdy Michigan pocket passer.
And it's built on the ground, but I tell you what, when Michigan's had their best teams, they got to have that balance, right? You got to have a guy back there in the pocket that can go through the fake and then make the decision, get the ball out, and get some first downs.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on first down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
Throws to the tight end. It's complete. He's off to the races. The 30. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
This defense came into the game knowing they could not give up explosive plays. The secondary is going to have to do a better job in coverage, and now they've got their backs up against the wall in their own red zone.
They'll run it. It's Edwards. Working his way and keeping those legs moving. Picks up 5 down to the 14.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Dropping back, it's Orji. How about that nice run from this junior quarterback?
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
First and goal and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. Use the play fake, now to throw. He caught it.
Now that just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
It's now second and goal.
Got it.
Picked up some of what they needed. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And what a nice play call and nice execution. Play action, you're thinking run. Quarterback pulls it out, throws the football right behind those guys, and gets the touchdown.
Yeah, it was a nice job there by the quarterback, too, on the ball handling. He just froze the defense just long enough to help those wide receivers and targets get some separation in the end zone, and at that point, it was just an easy pitch.
He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for two does not work out.
Is no good. That keeps the score. Tennessee 21, Michigan 16.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick off.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Selden. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback.
Tennessee offense will take over. First and 10.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? Trying to pick it up on the ground. At the 35, he's loose. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And that is such great execution by this offense. Third down and 2. They know you're running the football, but they were physical. Great job creating a little bit of space. Not only do you get the first down, you chew up a bunch more yards, too. Nice execution by this offense.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll leave it with him. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
I think you run that play on 2nd down knowing it's going to make third down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know third down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. He'll take it himself. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
At the 40. And that's a first down for the offense.
And the Vols are moving quickly down the field. Picks up the first down, still moving. Afterburner's coming. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteer.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Orji. Gets it out fast. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This offense has a 2nd down play. Power football with the run. Solid run. Picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Starts to scramble to the left. Wide open downfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Really good patience and recognition. And how about the tight end just finding a hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw it?
And the play completely changes. Once my QB gets outside the pocket, I got to see it, and I got to start working towards him, or if I'm near him, working away. Nice job being on the same page, getting the 1st down.
Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. Tennessee 28, Michigan 16.
2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. Looking for a man. It's Orji. He's going up top. And he makes the catch inside the 10. Touchdown, Michigan. And once he got loose, it was all over. Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive, but the offense a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they could lose this ball game.
And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Now the play fake. Slips it, throw to the end zone, picked off. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Around the country, Slippery Rock 49, Westchester University 24.
He'll bring it out. It's Selden. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Tennessee ready to go to work the big orange offense on the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Back to throw. It's Ncaa. They're setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, we saw the coaching staff on the sideline challenging this offensive line to end this game. They've got the lead late now, and they know they're going to continue trying to run the ball to ice it.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his 2nd catch of the game.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. It's 4th down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning. This is a designed run. They stop him short, and now they'll get the ball back here in the 4th quarter. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Handoff to the lone back. Got room at the 35. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. Touchdown, Wolverines. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
That is how it's done. In the clutch, in the big time, your offense comes up with the big drive, puts points on the board. Now you tell your kicker, go knock this PAT through, take the lead. Nice execution by this offense.
And he knocks it through to put him up by 1, and now the D will try to hang on. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Cal is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Aaron Rodgers should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Rutgers. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Back to pass. It's Iamaleava. Finds his tight end.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Grabbed over the middle. It's Thornton. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
The Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He wants to pass it on second down. Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the fourth quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's fourth and long. Like, it's one thing if it's fourth and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play.
Timeout, Tennessee.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. He's looking to throw it. Lets it go. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain. First down here for the offense. From the red zone, looking for a space. And he drops it. Oh, he dropped it, and the game's over. A chance to win the game in his fingers, and it just slipped through them. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.